Okay, so I am unboxing the Space Marine Rhino. Um, FYI, I've never put together a Rhino, including the old edition ones. I've never built a Rhino from a kit. This will be interesting. Um, so we've got the top piece here, part of the other part of the top. You can use this to exchange it with a Razorback. Sides down here with the new kit with the built-in wheels. If you've ever built a Layman Russ, you know how annoying it usually was. Track pieces. This piece right here is the front, and you have the hatch on this and the other side. You also have the two side hatches. Going on to sprue number 2, you've got more side pieces. Each one comes in 2 pieces. Top hatch covers over here and here, more track. Imperial Eagle, of course, just some extra bits. Some actual interior detail. And the bottom piece. And the final sprue, which is one of the vehicle accessory sprues, comes with 2 different hatch openings, one with a mount for a storm bolter, 2 different hatch covers, a hatch for the guy coming out the top, and one that's closed. Let's see what else you got on here. You have a set of arms for the guy coming out the top, as well as his body in 2 pieces, and the pauldrons, and or shoulder guards as normal people call them. You've got 2 head options, smoke launcher in 2 pieces, hitches in the back, storm bolter, all sorts of extra little fun stuff. So all in all, it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy kit, seeing as it has the new style, the easy to put together treads and everything, so it'll be pretty cool. Also included in the kit is the directions. Goes together pretty simple. Let's face it, I'm a guy, so I'm going to assume that I don't need these and throw them away. Also in here you have 2 different sets of the water slide transfers. So that's pretty nice. You've got all sorts of Imperial Fist, Blood Angels, Ravenwing, Space Wolves, I believe. I don't know. You got some obscure ones too, like some Griffins and White Scars and stuff too, so that's nice, and numberings. And you even have this sweet caution strip on there. Probably the only one I might use, but we'll see. Okay, step number 1 here is we are going to glue together 2 halves of this, of one of the side pieces. These pegs here, just take the piece with the actual pegs, just put a little bit of, I got Games Workshop plastic glue, just put a little bit on the end of each of these, and that'll hold it, because it pretty much holds by itself even without glue, but this will keep that nice and tight. Okay, and then just simply push these together. If you notice on this side, which is the inside, right here and here, there's some holes. That's where the bottom piece locks in. If you take a look at this other side I have here, there's actually no holes. So actually, you gotta watch for that. This seems like the one thing that really didn't pour right on either of them. So you just kind of got to take the knife and clean out that spot there where the hole's supposed to be. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut out all of these treads. Here's an example of one of these pieces. Now, these new treads only have a notch on one side because you're not putting on the wheels. So the right and left treads are actually different. Fortunately, nice and easy on there. L2, it numbers all of the different sections of tread, and it actually, the L stands for left and the other side says R, so just take off one side at a time, and do that one side before you take off the other side of tread. So it should go together pretty easily. Unlike the Lehman Russ Chimera sets, it actually has a defined amount that goes in each section instead of just, try to make it fit, and it never did. So this should make things a lot easier. Okay, so when you're gluing these on, you basically just put a little bit of glue on like the wheel here. You don't really need to put it inside, and then the tread fits on really nicely. This first main piece goes so that, see if I can back out a little bit, so that it's pretty much even on the front and back wheel. You want the side with 2 instead of 3. You want the side with 2 facing the front. So the sides of 3 are going to connect to that. So it goes the main section, a section of 3, with the 2 pieces on the facing the front still, followed by a section of 1, and then followed by a section of 2. And that's the same way on both sides. So it'll go just like that. Okay, this next step here, now that we've got all of our treads on and everything, move this camera a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we got all our treads on. We're going to take this hatch piece for the back hatch, and if you look here, there's a little peg for it, so I'm just going to put it in that on both sides. This is probably the most difficult step, just because you're trying to keep this in while putting another piece in as well. And this is where this piece goes in now, the bottom of it. This grating part goes towards the back, because that's the only place you're going to see it. So these right here, there's 2 of them on here, those go in those holes I showed you earlier. So we're just going to kind of try to get it fitted in there right. And if you look, your first reaction will probably be to try to line these 2 up. They don't actually line up. This actually goes in front of it, so don't worry about that. That's where it actually goes. So we're going to glue that in with the first side here, and then after that's a little bit set, we'll glue the other side in. Okay, so we've got this first side in, and the hatch just kind of setting in there. Got the glue on the top of this, so we're just going to try to line that up and make sure that you get this hatch in the hole here. Okay, next, this piece simply gets glued in, facing the back here. Just slides right into these slotted pieces right here. Pretty easy fit. Okay, so we've got that in. Back to the front now. You've got this piece here. This front piece just kind of snaps down in it, as you can see there. And this piece is the front, so we can go ahead and put this on next. And just kind of go straight up and down through there. Might just have to jam it a little bit to get it in the first time. And just glue that in place. Okay, that piece is on. Now, onto the final major piece. This huge top part here. Goes on pretty easily. Just put a little bit of glue on this whole framework on the top here, and a little bit on this. Now this last piece, it takes a little bit of playing with to get in there. Just basically just sit straight down over this and line up these indents here with the ones on the side. And it actually goes in between like these pieces of tread here. It actually goes on the inside of that, not on top of it. You just kind of got to rock it back and forth a little bit. And it should snap right into place. That's all in there. This can still move. Woohoo. Hatch still opens and closes. Doesn't stay closed right now, so magnetize that most likely. And that's the final major piece. Okay, so this is as far as I'm going in this video. These 2 pieces here, you simply put a combination of these and hatches, that kind of stuff into them. but this is Steve's Rhino, so I'm going to leave that up to him which ones he wants to do. The back piece, this open part, is just filled in with these two pieces here, the two top hatches. They go on really easy. I'm leaving it here though, because I'm going to do a short video here immediately afterwards, showing you how to do the razorback bits. So I'm going to leave this open here, these side panels also. Get some pretty simple hatches put into it. You'll see a little bit more of that in the next video for the razorback.